Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, here we go. This is kind of a video response to a fairly new YouTuber, Mark Coffman. He's got a small channel. I think he's got about 150-ish subscribers or so. So he made this video, If I Could Only Keep 7 Knives. And he tagged me, he tagged Patty, I think he tagged Brad from Mild Mannered, maybe a couple other people, I don't remember for sure, but not only does he have the YouTube channel, which he's fairly new at, but he's got a really awesome Instagram profile. If you're on Instagram, guys, check out his Instagram profile. Just pictures of some absolutely gorgeous knives. He takes some fantastic pictures. But his Instagram is MSC_the_knife_collector_494. A lot of underscores. Breathe. Okay. I'll leave links to his channel and to his Instagram profile down in the description. But I guess he didn't think I would see it, but of course, I mean, him and I have been back and forth on Instagram quite a bit. So here we go. 7 knives. If I could only keep 7 knives, and I kind of see that as 7 knives that I would basically never sell. So I'm hoping I follow your path here, Mark. If I'm off the beaten path, I'm sorry, but this is the brand new Finch Knife Company Cimarron. Now, I have not had this knife long enough for it to be one that I would never sell, but it's their brand new knife right after the holiday. You guys know I love the holiday. I've shown that off a couple times, so I'm taking an opportunity to show this one off again. Really awesome knife from Finch. But it doesn't qualify in this category just yet. So the first knife that I would, if I could only keep 7, there's 7 days of the week. That's kind of why he went with 7. 7 knives I would never sell is kind of how I see it. And that would, obviously, you guys have seen this one before. The Wegener, not Victorinox, Wegener Camper. This was my first knife. And it'll never, ever get sold. If I had to keep 7 knives, I would definitely keep this. The first knife I ever had, never, ever will it leave my collection. Never. Next one. Well, this one, I kind of said, last year that this is the knife that defined me. And now you have to understand, this is right here, right now, as of today. These are 7 knives I would never sell, and to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know if that would ever change, to be perfectly honest with you. Maybe a couple, but no, I highly doubt it. So, but anyway, I said this knife defined me. I was a sailor for 20 years of my life. I've worked for the Department of the Navy as a crane rigger for 8 years. So you know what? I need this knife. I use this knife almost every day at work. So this knife would never, ever leave. I would never sell this knife because, well, it's my most used tool. And the Marlin Spike, great shackle key. Yep, I would have to keep that one. Next one. Now, some of these definitely have sentimental value, and a lot of sentimental value. A lot of sentimental value. This one, this is the Benchmade 940-2 Osborne. This was basically kind of my first ever Grail knife, if you want to be perfectly honest. My first ever Grail. It's plain Jane, stock. I haven't done anything to it. I've kept it exactly the way it was when I bought it because, well, I never really bought a quote-unquote expensive knife. Now, that's up to you to depend on how much expensive is. But to me, this was an expensive knife. It was like $180, and that was expensive. Never, ever did I buy a knife that cost that much. And this was pretty much the first one. So this one definitely has sentimental value, and it kind of started the train. So, yeah. As of right now, I would have to keep that knife. I got 4 more. This one. You're like, wow, that's kind of plain Jane. Yeah, it is definitely a plain Jane. It is an electrician's knife. It's a Camillus. It's kind of their like TL29 type model of electrician's knife. You got the regular blade, and then of course you have the locking flat tip kind of wire stripper blade here. It does lock. But there's something really special about this one. This was my uncle's. And he worked for the United States Corps of Engineers. And when he passed away, he was the last uncle I had. And when he passed away, my aunt knew that I liked knives and stuff. And she had a few of his knives. And she asked me if I would want them. And I was like, absolutely. And you can see he scrolled USCEC in there. And yes, this one has tremendous sentimental value to me. And I will never, ever get rid of this knife. Now, a lot of these knives, like I said, they do have, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit more. They do have a lot of sentimental value, and they'll never go anywhere. The next one. Well, we'll just go with this one. The red bug out. Yep, but it's pretty much the BigRedEDC channel bug out. I will never in my life, if I can absolutely help it, I will never get rid of this knife, because every time I open this knife and I see BigRedEDC on there, I think of all the fun I have had doing this channel. Meeting people, being part of the community. I mean, just trying to do as much good in the community and give back to the community as much as I can. Doing the lives, talking to you guys on SKL, and it brings me great joy to have this knife. So my BigRedEDC Benchmade Custom Shop bug out, if I can help it, it will never, ever go anywhere. Because, well, it reminds me of you guys. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Now the last two, if you guys have been with the channel any length of time, you probably have a pretty good idea of what the last two are. But I'm going to show Mark what the last two are, just in case he doesn't know. So, I will go with this one. Yeah, come on. You guys knew it was coming. You did. This is the Benchmade Mini Crooked River 15085-2002. It's a signature series Casey Underwood artwork. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh yeah, look at that bass. Look at that bass chasing the crawdad. Yep, it was a gift from my good friend Zach. Again, this along with the bug out, I mean, it just reminds me of the absolutely awesome people that I've had the opportunity to meet since I've started this channel. And I tell you what, guys, they might bury me with this knife. I'll tell you that right now. Well, this one and the last one, because I don't think I will ever let go of this knife. I can't see any good reason why I ever would. But definitely, And yep, you know. Yep. The 30th anniversary EZC. Ray Laconico, 30th wedding anniversary gift from my lovely bride. Again, not only does it remind me of her, but it also reminds me of more awesome people in this community. Peter and Christine at Therapeutic Edge and Women Carry Knives, they were quite instrumental in this knife happening. And of course, it being signed on the inside by Ray Laconico. Thanks to them going and getting that done. Yeah. Again, this is one I just might have to be buried with, because I don't think I want anybody else to ever have this knife, because it's mine. No, I'm going to take it with me. Yeah, I'm taking it with me. Beautiful knife. You guys know I love my Laconicos. Obviously, Nelly knew I love my Laconicos, and boom. Just an absolutely wonderful knife. Well, there you go, Mark. I hope this fulfilled. This was an adequate, we'll call that an adequate video response to your tag about if I could only keep 7 knives, these are definitely 7 that I would keep without question. So thank you very much for asking. Guys, let me know down in the comments, what are 7 knives? If you could only keep 7, what would they be? Let me know. Love to hear it. If you got a channel, do it, guys. Do it. Give Mark a shout out. He was the one that started it. So, yeah, let's have some fun with it. All right, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. And until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.